The Shouldice Clinic is located in north central Toronto in the Thornhill area. This private hospital has been operating for over 70 years and specializes in the repair of hernias. They repair many types of hernias using non-traditional approach, which doesn't include the use of mesh. They typically wire shut the hernia openings or the hernia injury areas. I came here in August of 2020 to have my lower left inguinal hernia repaired. After a lot of discussion with my doctor and research, it sounded like perhaps the best option if you didn't want mesh put into your body, which can cause problems later. The hospital is situated on approximately 10 acres of beautiful manicured grounds and gardens, so it provides a nice area to walk and recover from your hernia surgery. On the day of arrival, I was in the waiting room briefly while my paperwork was all being addressed. And then you're taken to your room, shown your room, and at this time we were sharing rooms with one other person. The rooms are bright and pleasant and with a washroom and sink included for privacy. And then there's other washrooms out in the halls as well. The staff were all very friendly. There's a lounge area with a television and games tables where you can go and sit and discuss your situation with other patients, which was a nice option. My particular bed shown here with the curtain between our beds pulled for privacy. You're basically here for 3 to 4 nights. Second day you have your surgery and then you're recovering after that. Here I am awaiting my surgery, and then once you come out you can see the staples they've used to close the incision point, and this goes across for 5 or 6 inches in my case. And then a day or two later they take the staples out, a couple days later I guess, and tape it up. And then it's up to you to recover then, and they encourage a lot of walking around the grounds. So you're typically out as many times as you want to, as many times as you can get out to walk around these grounds that are very park-like in nature. Lots of gardens to look at. I enjoyed just walking around, looking at the gardens and doing some bird watching while I was there. Very pretty area. The walking is important. They say it's worse to just lay in bed. The pain was fairly significant on the first few days to a week. You'd get occasional stabbing pains and you'd have to be careful how you move. So it's kind of interesting as you walk around, see all the other patients out there. You might see 10 or 20 people out walking on the grounds at any one time as well, and you can talk to them about the process and how they've recovered, why they chose Shouldice. They all mostly have the same reasoning, was that they thought the approach used here was superior to having mesh put in your body, which can cause issues for some people later on in life. The meshes can get deteriorating inside the body and just start scraping on other tissues, I guess. So I actually looked forward to getting out each day and walking around the beautiful grounds. The food here is excellent. You have 3 meals a day plus a snack time at night, and the food is very healthy oriented. You can order or have specially made vegetarian options if you want that, or eat the standard fare that they provide. It's all very healthy and designed to aid in your recovery. I actually sat down and did some outdoor sketching and watercolor painting while I was there. I just took my little sketch pad and enjoyed one afternoon out doing that for a few hours. It is painful for first few days for sure, at times, more for just depending how you're moving and walking, and sneezing can be quite painful. But otherwise, it wasn't too terrible, I didn't find. The first week of recovery, you're in a fair amount of pain at times, even after arriving home. But that quickly recedes. Most of the bruising and swelling was gone after a couple weeks, and they say that the swelling basically disappears within a month or two for the most part. You're still left with a bit of a stiff ridge where the incision was for maybe up to a year, but right now mine, even after 2 months, is largely gone. I still feel it, but it's not too visible. All in all, it was a very good experience, and I would recommend the Shouldice Clinic to anyone considering having hernia surgery done. There is the extra cost of just the private rooms there, although the surgery is covered by OHIP for Ontario residents. Otherwise, it's a very good procedure.